Hi guys, welcome back to episode 2 of Spotlight, currently the 21st of November. So yeah, the editing process was difficult. Don't shoot in 4K. The notes I have written are very out of date. Not all of it, but some of the first point is Halloween and it's November. So guys, just bear with me. Okay, we're a bit delayed, but it's fine. We'll talk about Christmas in February. How about that? Halloween, I will just briefly go over it, but I dressed up as Sue Sylvester. If you haven't watched Glee, please go and watch Glee. Genuinely one of the best shows of all time. Yeah, so I was Sue Sylvester. I had the microphone, had the wig, had the red tracksuit from Primark. Kids, humbling. But yeah, I wanted to do that costume for so long, but I finally did it and I loved it. And everyone else loved it. I got spotted so many times, like just walking through Liverpool. But yeah, it was so much fun. And then the second night I dressed up as Claudia Winkleman, which I think two pretty iconic costumes if I do say so myself. But yeah, I was just like, let me go for funny this year. The heist people from the Louvre, I think that's hilarious that people dress up as that. Hilarious. People were so quick with that as well, because that only happened, I swear that happened like the week before Halloween. And yeah, Roderick and Regina, that trend is hilarious and amazing. I'm so here for it. It's literally the new Jack Frost and Elsa. And yeah, I'm a big Jelsa fan. I was showing my mum those edits as well. I'm literally trying to like indoctrinate her into TikTok. My For You page pretty much. Today I did the breakfast show for More Student Radio. If you guys don't know, I do a radio show once a week on a Wednesday at 3 o'clock until 4. And I need to like get more into it, because right now all I do is play songs and then just say, okay, that was Just Keep Watching by Tate McRae. Like I don't really talk that much. But today I did the breakfast show with Tom, and he sort of was a good example of like how to just talk. But also today was good because we had, so basically the reason we did the breakfast show was it's for Movember, like we're doing a 24-hour radio broadcast. Yeah, it's all a new schedule for today, but yeah, we did that and it was so good because I don't know, I feel like it's kind of easier with the host, but also he was just really good at it and like knows how to talk about it. But also, yeah, what I was going to say is that it's kind of easy when there's a topic, I feel like, is what I found today, because he was sort of like, okay guys, make sure you donate, do you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I did that this morning, so I'm knackered. And then last night I was out late, and I'll explain why later in the episode. But yeah, I'm really tired right now, but getting through it with you guys. Okay, so let's go on to film and TV. So I'm a Celeb has started on Sunday. It started. I think H and Ginge will win. That's my prediction. Or, well, only one winner. Okay, I'm gonna go with Ginge. Okay, Friends update since last episode I finished. Well, I actually didn't watch I watched like half the last episode, and then I was like, I actually don't want to upset myself. So I just rage quit pretty much. I saw on my For You page the other day that Hailey and Chris from One Tree Hill were back in the studio and recorded. I don't know if they ever officially released it, but that one song they did together, can't think what it's called off the top of my head. But I'm like, are they hinting at a reunion? Like, what's going on? Because they also, I feel like, just did a reunion like last year or something. It must have been like the 20th anniversary. I don't know. I feel like they could do another series of that, like how Gilmore Girls did A Year in the Life. I feel like they could do a little, where's everyone at now? It's been 20 years with their kids. So let's manifest that. The Next Step are going on tour. I love The Next Step seasons like 1 to 3, I want to say. If more of the OG cast were going, I would go. But I looked at tickets because I was like, will I regret not going? Because I grew up on that show. Like, when was it? Like 2013? I don't know. I was like 6. And still honestly rewatch it all the time. I love that show so much. But I wish more of the OG cast were going. Because I think the only ones that are going is James, Giselle. Who else is even going from the OGs? I think surely someone else. Maybe Michelle. But that's it. Like, if Emily was going and if West... I mean, I'm surprised Eldon isn't as well, because he's been in all of the seasons. So it might, I don't know, maybe he needed a break, which was so valid. And I've also written down West and Emily. I mean, guys, don't even get me started on that ship. Like, we were robbed. We were truly robbed of West and Emily. I also binged Nobody Wants This, the new season. To be honest, I mean, they can just not do another season. Like, it's fine. I did laugh out loud for some of it, I will admit. Like, it is funny, but I'm just not rooting for the main characters. I don't think they have any chemistry. I'm going to be so honest with you guys. I like her sister. Like, I think she's really funny and her storyline was hilarious, but that's it. I'm currently rewatching Dead to Me. If you haven't watched Dead to Me, watch it. It's so good. It only has 3 seasons. I'm so mad, but it's just so good. So much drama. I'm gonna do a spoiler, so like, click off in a sec. I just think the drama of Judy having killed Jen's husband with Ben in the car and Steve, then Jen having killed Steve, who's Ben's twin. She's now pregnant with Ben. Like, blah, 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 blah. But you couldn't, well, it's obviously a TV show, so it is made up, but like, you couldn't make that up. Do you know what I mean? It's insane. It's like next level drama, and I'm obsessed. I love it. Okay, film wise, The Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping, I know you said weeping, trailer released yesterday, I want to say. So good. Looks so good. I can't wait. People are already like making edits, like I cannot wait. But I thought they were still filming, like I don't know, they must be nearly done. I think Elle Fanning said in an interview the other day that she was done her parts, but I just keep seeing TikToks of people like seeing them filming, so I just assumed they'd only started filming recently-ish, but they must have done enough to release a trailer, I guess. So yeah, so excited for that. I want to read the book beforehand, but also Songbirds and Snakes. Obviously I saw the film well, not obviously, but I saw the film, and then I've obviously got into Rachel Zegler, and I rewatched it. I was like, this is so sick, so good. So then I've then since rewatching it been reading the book, and it's motivated me to read, because I don't read like I used to read when I was a child. I don't read. I just don't have the attention span for it. Like, I only read when I'm on holiday. That's it. Like when I'm sunbathing, and sometimes when I'm at my grandparents I'll read, but that's it. Like, I'm not a reader, so I'm trying to be a reader basically. So I feel like I can envision the film while I'm reading the book, so it's quite helpful in some ways. I don't know if that makes any sense, but let me know if you guys have any book recommendations that will get me into reading. I'm loving a little dystopian vibe. Like, I've read I don't know if Twilight's dystopian, but like fiction, fantasy vibes, I don't know. But yeah, I've read Twilight. I tried to read Midnight Sun and I just never could get into it, but like that's not even like a testament to the book. I just couldn't get into it because I just wasn't reading at the time. So yeah, trying to lock in with that. But my point was, am I going to read Sunrise on the Reaping before it comes out? Probably not. But also I feel like it will motivate me to read it once I've seen the film, in theory. So we'll see. Same as Wuthering Heights, though. I really want to read that low-key before it comes out, because I keep seeing theories that when they released the first trailer, a lot of people were saying Margot Robbie's dresses and like the costume of the film looked inaccurate for when it's set. And so people were saying maybe she's reading, like the character is reading the book and picturing herself in the book as the character. I don't know the story, so I don't know. So that's why I was interested if I could read that before seeing the film, because if that's the perspective, then that would be really cool. And if it's not, then that would be a cool idea for a film, to be honest. I feel like surely that's been done, but if not, then that would be sick. As promised last episode, I've watched The Black Phone 1, or The Black Phone. So good. But I did think the second one was better, I'm not gonna lie. I just was a bit certain bits I was like, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like the time jumps were confusing. Maybe that was me, I don't know. But yeah, I thought the second one was better, but I did love it. It wasn't scary. I think I said in the first episode, like, I didn't find the second one scary. There's a few jump scares, but like it's obviously got a very sinister vibe. Like the first one's much more sinister, and it's obviously, this isn't really a spoiler, it's just the premise that it's like about kidnapping, and very heavily implied that there's, you know, sexual abuse. But I think they did that well. Like, you don't see anything, which I guess is, you know, I feel like there's no need, so like in certain films I just don't think there's a need to show certain things, because life's hard enough as it is, guys. Do you know what I mean? Like, we watch films for escapism, not to be reminded of all these awful things sometimes. So yeah, I think overly showing really distressing images in films is not always necessary. So yeah, I did like that they didn't overshow things in that film. I explained that so badly, but yeah. I also wanted to talk about Sinners, because obviously I've only just started this podcast and I watched Sinners so long ago. I think it's been re-released at the moment, or it might be done now, but it was re-released in IMAX for a while. And yeah, I just think it's amazing. I think it's such a good film, and I hope that it wins really big at the Oscars. Like, the music for that film is insane. Such a good concept as well. Like, spoiler if you haven't watched it, but like, it's about vampires, obviously, but it's like predominantly black cast, and to do with music. Like, it's just different. It's different take on vampires, and yeah, it's really cool. I really loved it. Another one that I wanted to briefly touch on that I haven't was The Long Walk. I was messaging my friend Kaya about this, and we were both like, because she just watched it, so it reignited it, because I watched it a while ago, but it is sick. Like, how do you turn a concept, such a simple concept of just people walking, how do you turn that into such a touching film about friendship? Like, so good. And I feel like it's also about the script that carried it, I want to say. But yeah, amazing, amazing, amazing film. I don't know what I gave it on Letterboxd. Surely a 4.5, I want to say. But the ending as well was perfect. And also I keep seeing TikToks that they changed the ending from the book, which is fun, I think, because then obviously people who've read the book, because it's a Stephen King, so obviously kind of a classic in a way, because he's a really famous writer, so no one could predict what was going to happen. So yeah. Okay, now current films I've seen. I watched Now You See Me, Now You Don't, or Now You See Me 3. I watched that the other day, on Tuesday, I want to say. It was alright. It kind of underwhelming. Like, I thought it was going to be better than it was. Spoilers if you haven't seen it. Rosalind Pike, I want to say her name is, the one from Saltburn. She had a South African accent in the film, and I just don't think she did a very good job of the accent, and it was quite irritating, the whole film. The ending was alright, but like, it wasn't, I think they didn't make a big enough deal of his neglect. Like, they did, but I don't know how to explain it. Like, when he was like, I'm the one, you killed my mum, I was like, okay, like, lol, what? Like, it wasn't even like, oh, it was like, what? I don't know. But yeah, I just thought it was underwhelming, to be honest with you. And the reason that I was out so late last night was because I watched Wicked, a double viewing. I watched part 1 and then part 2. It was amazing. The tears that were cried, don't even get me started. Insane, insane, insane. Okay, let's go on to music. So I went to Cat Burns' concert on Halloween night, actually. It was amazing. It was in like a little warehouse bar, like tiny venue. There must have been like 100 of us, like maybe 200. Like, it was small. Yeah, it was so intimate, so small. It was really hot, but that's what happens when you go in those small venues, right? But yeah, it was so good. It was so good. She's amazing. At one point, a moment of silence, and someone shouted out, do you win Traitors? And she was like, guys, I can't talk about it, because obviously Traitors was still going at that point. She sung, I think it's called All This Love, she sung. I don't know how, but somehow people all had these hearts. I didn't, so I did not get the memo for that. But they had these paper hearts, and they were all doing that, swaying them around. It was so cute, and like, she got emotional. It was so good. I also went to another concert a couple days ago. I went on Tuesday to Mustafa the Poet. I mentioned him last episode. I love him. I love his music. I think it was basically a comedy show with Rami Youssef and then music with Mustafa the Poet. And so yeah, the first hour was comedy, and I thought it was really funny. Obviously, he was making controversial jokes, but I thought they were pretty funny. The girl next to me didn't, so that was kind of awkward when she was like, how did you find it? I was like, yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. She was like, I didn't. I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. But I ended up talking to some people, because obviously I was there on my own, and another girl was there on her own from America, and we started chatting, and then 2 people sat in between us, and then like the 4 of us were like chatting, got each other's Instagrams. Yeah, it was good vibes. That's what also happened last time when I went to his concert. Like, I met some girls at the end. We all wanted to get our like CDs signed and stuff. Like, we were waiting at the end, and so we all started chatting as well. So like, I just think his crowds are really nice, genuine people. Like, they're the best crowd that I've experienced at a concert, and I think it's because his music is that chilled, nice vibe, and almost spiritual vibe in some ways. So yeah, Charlie XCX Wuthering Heights album, I mean, a whole album is insane, and I feel like it's gonna be so good. I'm not even like particularly a Charlie XCX gal. Like, I rate her music, and obviously I know some of her old stuff, to be fair, and obviously Brat, everyone knows. But that one song, I Think I'm Gonna Die in This House, when I saw an edit of it, I was literally like, I was levitating. I don't know, something about that just came over me, and I watched someone made a Coraline edit with it, and I'm like, that's, I mean, perfection. So yeah, I think I love those edits. I think they're so good, and yeah, I love that song. I don't know why. I don't like the first bit. Like, I only like the bit that people use for edits, like that I Think I'm Gonna Die in This House, when that starts playing. Like, I don't like the guy talking. Like, I don't care to listen to that. And then the other song that's released so far, or released now, I don't know what it's called, I can't think. It's on the radio as well. That one also I love. Okay, Tate McRae's deluxe album, has just come out today. I've listened to the first 2.5 songs. The first one, I can't think of the names, but I loved the first one. I thought it was so good. And then the second one was, what was it called? It's like, obviously she did the song with Kid Laroi called I Know Love, which I do really love that song, and I'm so mad that they broke up. And so it's like a play, well, not a play on that, but like the opposite of that, like It Wasn't Love or something like that. I can't think off the top of my head what it's called, but I really liked it. And she said something rogue, and I can't think what it was, but there was a line and I was like, ooh, Fairs clocked his tea. So yeah. Oh yeah, and I wanted to say, so in the lead up to seeing Wicked Part 2, I had my radio show on Wednesday and I saw Wicked on Thursday, and I literally just played Wicked, and I said, guys, I'm going to be playing Wicked because I'm seeing Wicked tomorrow and I'm excited. So I'm just going to play all the Wicked songs that I like. So what did I skip? I skipped One Short Day. I skipped Wonderful. I skipped I'm a Sentimental Man. What else did I skip? I can't remember. But I skipped those because I didn't have time, and they're like my least favourite. So yeah. Okay, theatre. Oh, guys, Rachel Zegler and Ben Platt, I did get tickets. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord that I got tickets. Very expensive, unfortunately. So me and my friend who I mentioned last episode, who I met at Stage Door for Evita, we were both queuing and messaging each other like, oh my God, are you in the queue? Are you in the queue? Because basically they didn't send the link to pre-sale until literally like 2 minutes before it was meant to start. Like normally they send it like 24 hours before. Like they didn't send it. So we were like stressing out, messaging each other. Anyway, she got in first and got a cheap seat. And I ended up getting like near the back of the, or like, yeah, I think the back of the stalls for like 80 quid. I wanted ideally one of the like 30 quid seats. But obviously Ticketmaster, like clicked it, gone. Clicked it, gone. It was, so annoying. So yeah. But I got a ticket, so I'm very excited. I'm going on the Tuesday, I believe. So yeah, Paddington the Musical has actually taken over the internet. The little bear is so cute, but the ticket prices are insane. I saw the rear row, like I'm talking back top of the, like touching the sky, £100. I think stalls are like £300. I'm like, who is paying that? But people are paying it. So you know what, fair enough. The other day they announced a new adaptation of Romeo and Juliet with Sadie Singh. I think that'll be good. But we've had so many Romeo and Juliets recently. We had Tom Holland, we had Rachel Zegler recently. I feel like there's been another one. Could be wrong, but we've had a few, so I'm interested how this is going to be different, because those were both modern interpretations, I believe. Okay guys, that's the end of the episode. Thank you so much for listening or watching. If you're watching on YouTube, please give a like and a follow and comment your favourite films, what you want me to discuss, what you want me to watch, want me to read, anything. Comment what you want. Yeah, thank you so much for watching.